Hit that button right there.
Yeah, bro. I just started up. It's been a while since we've been here. It's been a while. Dream told me he broke his elbow.
Oh, and now my left elbow fucked up from falling.
Man, what to do, man? This your boy Country coming live from the South. Got something to say. This is episode 259. Let's get it.
Why? It's your boy Broke Body. We in this thing. Come.
Broke Body indeed. This is the heavily orchestrated, never duplicated lyrical symphony known as the eternal one eternity, holding it down for the TS, the GS, 2S. Yeah.
Man, what's happening? What's happening, man? We so glad to be back in the building with y'all. We know we have been MIA for a couple of weeks.
That's Miami, baby. We've been in Miami for 2 weeks.
We do apologize. Dream broke his shoulder 14, 17 times.
Elbow.
And elbow. And
14, 17 times.
And thumb.
Another elbow.
11.
Hit 11.
He done broke everything.
He a bionic man though, so he alright.
Yeah.
But I ain't no more thing.
Bro, let me tell you, I was so mad.
I'm in pain, bro.
Bro,
Right now.
let me tell you how mad I was. So he called, like that night we was getting ready to go.
Yeah. Yep.
He was like, man, I think I broke my elbow. So I'm like, oh man. It was a slow week too, so I was like, man, well, let's just hold off and we'll push. Right? And then I ran to this nigga in Atma. He was drunk in a cooler brown. And I was like, bro, your elbow look awfully fine to me. And he was like, it's still broke. And I was like, it sure is. It sure is. It was hot as hell.
Yeah, it's been hot
Bro.
early this year.
Series of events. So, because anything could have happened, it could have changed all the dynamics of what happened.
Right.
He finna tell you got T-bone.
No, wait. So, I get up at 5 o'clock on this day. I need to get my baby about 5 o'clock, too. You know what I mean? Because her mama don't get off at 7, so I need to try to be there at 5. So I tell the other finance managers, I say, hey, I'm going to try to get here about 4:45, 4:50, because she literally right down the Hillcrest, right around Falcon, like literally 7 minutes away. But I get a really good deal, fall on my lap, right before I leave. Old black couple. Let me go knock this deal out. Knock the deal out. Handle my business. I said, yeah, I'm good. I got it at 5:05. Leave there, head to go get my baby. Right before I turn here, Chris, let it hit me. Boom. Right?
What shit yet?
So take for that. As soon as I leave the car lot, I call my wife. Hey, babe, just let you know, I'm 5 minutes behind. I'm finna pick Bella up. I'm on the way home. But at the same time, my baby mama calling me because I said I'm gonna be 15 minutes late. She thinking 15 minutes after the daycare closed. No. I normally be there at 5. I'll be there about 5:15. You know what I mean? So she called me. She said, hey, what do you mean 15 minutes late? Do I need to go get Bella? Because, you know, they ain't gonna let her stay after they close. I'm like, no, I'm on the way right now. Boom! Well, I won't phone. She said, Dream. I'm like, I paused for a minute because I actually thought my elbow was outside the car. It hurt that bad, bro.
Yeah.
That's why. So I kind of just slumped over at her. She said, Dream. I said, I had a bad fucking wreck. I think my arm fucking broke. She said, why is you so calm? I'm like, you want me to just start screaming or some shit? What do you want me to do? She said, you need to call your wife. I said, yeah, let me call my wife. Hang up. Bang. She said, huh? I said, hey, I think we just towed the car. Wanted to T-bone me. I think my elbow broke. She said, boy, stop fucking playing. You got Bella yet? Motherfucker, I'm dying right now. I know I'm calm and but when I say pain, it was shooting up in my shoulder, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I ain't got the car yet.
Yeah.
By this time, people run around the car like, yeah, all right, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Y'all help me out. I think my arm broke. We had to keep it open because the door is smushed in, you know what I mean? Because they hit me from the front bumper all the way down to the back bumper.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, keep the door, I get out. The people who hit me, the dude, I genuinely think the dude was driving, but I really think the woman took it. It doesn't matter. They had
Respectfully.
They ain't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And she was so sweet, you feel me? And he said, you might need to get an ambulance, bro. Your arm fucked up. That's what he said. I'm looking down like, yeah, I don't think that bone was supposed to be there. But it wasn't, it was just sweating, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my wife come on up there one night. That's her reward, man, for being a great employee. That bothered me. Quiet as kept. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like my slingshot.
Mm-hmm.
It don't mean, like, material-wise, like, you know what I mean? It ain't that amazing. It's just that I've been having kids since I was 17, 18 years old. I've never bought a toy. Never. So it's kind of like my trophy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you took it from me, I no longer have a trophy because I only bought it after I was 40. After all my kids was grown, except Asia. Asia was just turned 18 when to graduate. It was time for me to finally buy me something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I felt really bad about that. You know what I mean? Because even if we get enough money to buy a brand new Altima again, it ain't the one that she was awarded.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm feeling bad about that. But I can't feel it outside of my body. So, you know what I'm saying? That was a little more dramatic at the time, you know what I mean?
I love how in stride you just making all this.
Yeah, man.
Which is why you are the bionic man, because the average person might not even survive that type of crash.
So, that's the weird thing. So, let me explain that.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm in the turning lane, so I might be doing 15. The lady, so you know on airport, it's 3 lanes, turning lane, turn lane. She's in this turn lane, I'm in this turn lane. But because of 5 o'clock traffic, remember 5:05, you know how airport is, they open up just enough for her to sneak through. There's no way she can see me. There's no way I see her from 4 lanes over. So when she comes through, she can't be doing no more than 3 to 5 miles per hour. And I'm doing like 15. It wasn't even fast. They're total, bro. The whole front, did you see the pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The whole front of her car is gone at 15 and 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the time I seen her, she was literally in the car with me. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Literally. I did this, which, that's why the rest of it ain't as bad as the front one. You know what I'm saying? Off the curb, back on the curb, say,
that's a dangerous spot, bro. I
that
done
is.
seen several.
That is.
I done seen several accidents like the one you talking about. Like I've probably seen 4 in the last 6 months.
Wait, let's get worse. She said, let me call the police and get your ambulance, sir. Your arm don't look right. So she called the police. 45 minutes later, I say, you sure you called the right number? She said, ain't this 911? I'm like, well, bitch, they ain't here. I'm dying. Bro, I'm in pain, baby. Like more than you can. And you know I take pain well. You know, I am hurt.
Yeah.
I'm holding that here, bro. And instead of just knowing that around. It's like an alien to me. And I said, I'm finna call the police myself. Hello? This 911? She said, yeah. You sure? She said, yeah. I said, well, this lady here called a few minutes ago. Ain't nobody called. She said, well, yeah. So I'm gonna call her here. She said, they already there. Bitch, I'm here right now. It ain't nobody there. No police, no ambulance, no fire truck, not even like an Uber driver. Nobody. She said, well, we sent him out. She said, where you at again? I said, here, Chris. I said, right across from like a sign, some of the restaurant.
Yeah.
She said, oh no, it's another one right up the street from y'all.
Oh.
They must have went to that one. That's why they never got. You get somebody down here right now. She said, I'm so sorry, sir. They went to the other accident. No one came here. Can I get some help? She said, do you need to send everybody? Trump and 2 other people look like I was in pain, bro.
So wait, the part that y'all don't know about this, when they showed up, he didn't go with them.
Nope. I didn't. It took too long. By that time, I had been sneaking drinking. You know, the wife keeps looking in the car.
Yeah, about the hidden bottom.
Yeah. I was like, hurting. Like the arm right now. She said, you gonna get ambulance? What did they charge me? That's all I can think about for real, bro. That's really all I can think about. I was like, I go to the hospital tonight. Left there, went home, we ate. I had to eat out of here. I mean, I'm really messed up.
Mind y'all talk to him while they eat.
Yup.
He was like, man, I'm about to go to the hospital right now.
Yep.
So he goes to the hospital. I wake up early as hell in the morning because my body broke. And I was like, hey, what they say? He like, man, we went down there, they took too long.
That God on the truth. I made down at 8:30, bro. It was 11:45. I left and went home.
Bro said they took too long, bro.
And you know they called me today and charged me $350?
What? Checked in.
I said, wait, lady. She said, excuse me, you telling me they charged me $350 to come down there to think I'm gonna be sick? I said, baby, I ain't seen nobody. I wrote my name on the list. I asked the people how long could it be back. She said it could be a while. It was packed like a guy show. So she said, unless you in emergency, I started shaking. The white lady said, is he having a seizure? I said, yes. She said, I went straight out my seizure though. There's an old white lady sitting right here. It was 3 black girls that did. So I said, she said, he having a seizure? I said, yes. Hey, I didn't get back. I had to work in the morning.
I asked him that night, you got the message. I said, hey man, you going to the hospital? He's like, for what? I know Dream. He ain't finna be there.
I swear, bro.
I stayed out
So
for
you didn't
4
know that
hours.
part.
He said,
You didn't know that part.
he said, I know Dream.
He hit me up and you like, bro, you going to the hospital? I'm like, for what? He was like, bro, Dream. I was like, bro, nah, nigga, I know who that is. I'm not going up there.
I sat outside, listened to a man had a guitar. Had no idea why he had the guitar.
Bro.
I mean, I sat for a long. I fell asleep, woke up. Right, I'm still in pain. I look at my wife. She got work in the morning too. I said, "You want to leave?" She said, "Babe, you need to be seen." They ain't want to ask you. Ask you, do you want to leave? She said, I do. I said, let's go. I go in the morning. I did go in the morning.
Bro, what you don't know is that when he asked me was I going, I was bent. I'm like, nigga, I can't believe you asked me, do I want to go see Dream at the hospital? No, I don't want to go see Dream in the hospital.
Terrible.
That nigga might not be in the hospital.
And you were not.
I was like, man, I ain't finna go up there and act like Dream in dire need. You know what made me go to the hospital to see Dream? Tell me he got shot 9 times. Because now I gotta go up there and plug one of the holes with one of my fingers. You feel me? Yeah, I got
probably get there before me.
I probably beat him to the hospital.
Get there before me. You know, I'm gonna make come stop like me. I can't believe that shit happened. So, hey, she like what? Any connectors up there? You know,
I ain't fooling with this dude.
True
dog.
story. When I went about the diabetes thing, the lady checked my sugar. She said, "This can't be right. Let me check it again." She checked. She said, "The hell? Let me check the glucose level." So the glucose level go to 2,000. That's where it stopped. When she put it in my pee, it was 2,000. She said, I'm going to get the doctor. So the doctor come in, she said, hey, you gonna die. You tripping. She's a teacher. Take him to the hospital right now. Cause this, I ain't never seen this in my life. You know what I mean? She said, take him to the hospital right now. I said, is it that bad? She said, this meter, it stopped here. Your shit went right to it. So it's above it. I don't know how you standing right now. I said, huh. Okay. I'll go out there. We leave there. She said, which hospital you want to go to? You'll take me to Seafood House. I want to have a turkey nigga rice, man. I ain't had 8 yet. What I supposed to do?
Lord have mercy.
I want to have a turkey nigga rice, went home at 8. By the time I built nighttime, I wanted to in the morning. Bro, I hate
Can't take you nowhere.
You ain't dying. So listen to this. I go to emergency care the next day. Cost me. Urgent care, yeah. Well, it's called Immediate Care of Gulf Coast something long name.
Which is an urgent
It's
care.
right across, it's right across the street from me. Going there, pay them for like $350 to do X-rays.
That's because you refused to buy health insurance. That's the part that we ain't talking about.
So $350 is a lot less expensive than the $1,000 you spend on healthcare.
What if you buy freaking health care?
If we was in Canada, it'd be free.
What
Yep.
moved to Canada, bitch?
If is a big word. So, I go to urgent care and pay the man like $350 to do some stuff. He come in, I swear the doctor come in. He said, "The only thing is broken. I couple of those small fractures. They hit on their own." And didn't say his name and then just walked out. I paid $350 for that.
Bro, let me tell you something. So
I was so mad. He like 900 years old.
Bro, that's what I hate about like hospitals, bro. Because so first off, I probably been in the hospital more than anybody else in this room.
I was so mad.
And I know, like you broke bones, right?
No, actually.
You've never broke a bone.
The closest I've ever had, I cracked my kneecap playing baseball.
Okay, so you ain't broke bones.
No.
And you went that sickly.
I broke all bones.
No.
And Dream.
You know what? No. Well, when I was younger, but like in my adult life, no.
And Dream wasn't sickly, but he broke bones.
Every one of them.
Dream, where'd you? I'm just curious. Where'd you go? University?
Spring Hill.
What? Probably.
Oh, probably.
And West Mobile.
West Mobile.
Well, that makes sense.
Right where I had to wreck it.
Oh yeah, Providence is Providence is the closest.
So let me tell you something. Providence scares me because that's where like all the if you catch something major, they always end up in Providence for some reason.
I mean, you
I don't
know,
know
university
what
bought that too though. So I mean, it's something different.
My wife
man.
took me.
Ascension
I don't
something.
know what the
So
was.
with that being said, I wanted to point this out that both of y'all, I've been to the hospital more than both of y'all combined. Probably times like 4.
For yourself, probably yes.
Yeah, for myself.
Yeah.
For myself. I'm not talking about
No, I know.
for myself. Right? And I hate going. I really hate going. Bro, what you just told me about, I get that on the bro, the last time I went to the hospital, they was like, "Hey, your heart drum ain't beating right. Let's go get an EKG." And they put the EKG on, it was like, "Ooh, this kind of weird." But you seen it be alright. $700. Wait!
But let me tell you something.
Wait!
I get that. You know what I'm saying? My dad hated hospitals. And it ain't to make it dark, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Yeah.
But like the reason that I never be afraid to go to the hospital is because I wish he'd have let me take him to the hospital and not leave it at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I go.
like night
That's what's gonna- that's
before he just
100%
wasn't
what's
there.
gonna kill.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Man, let me take you." And he was like, "Man, if I still feel bad, I'll take you in the morning." You make it in the morning. Shit happened.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
He wasn't.
So wait, what you telling me is that your dad like
He was at my house, and we was like eating dinner, whatever the case may be, and he was just like, man, he said, "I feel a little lightheaded." I was like, "Man, why don't you let me take you to the hospitals?" You know what I'm saying? He was like, "No, I think I'll be alright. I think I'm just hot." And I was like, well, I asked him, I just kept begging, but because we had been in and out of the hospital so much with my mama for like 2 years, he was just like, he hated hospitals. He didn't want to be in them, none of that kind of stuff. And this man legitimately said to me, "All right, I'll tell you what, let me sleep it off, and if I feel bad in the morning, we can go." He didn't make it to the morning. I woke up, man, my dad had, rigor mortis had already set in. So a heart attack had happened sometime between 3 and 5:30 a.m. because when I went to bed, it was like 2:30, and I was up at 6. Little stuff like that, bro. Like,
so I never knew. So I knew you.
4 hour span.
I knew you
4 hour
had lost
span.
your parents, right? But
In
I
a
didn't
4 hour
know
span.
that you lost your parent in the house with you.
Oh
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah. Now my mom, not my mom and my grandma, but which my mom was in the facility, my grandmother was in the hospital.
Crazy.
But my dad passed in the house with me. Like I
I
was
didn't know
asleep
that.
and I woke up and found him.
Yeah, I had no clue about it.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that you had lost your parents.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But I didn't know it was
Yeah,
like that.
and I mean, it wasn't to turn the conversation dark. I mean, because it's been
No,
pretty
no,
like
no,
we've been
no,
fun,
no.
but I think like that's like my reasoning. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm still stubborn. Don't get me wrong, but
Me
if
too.
I ever get to that point where I'm like, it feel like some shit I can't fix, I'm finna go.
Bro, I had
So
a,
my
I
and,
had
and
cold
that's my
sweats.
thing, bro. I don't have like internal problems. It's always be on
Like, yeah,
a torn bicep. It'd be weird, you know, stuff like that.
I
I don't
get
think
that.
I'm gonna die from it. I'm just messed up. Like I don't know what's wrong with my thumb. Like it keeps swelling, and like, bro, it's bad, and I don't know what's wrong with it. You know what I mean? It's gonna sound weird to y'all, but I don't think that my bone was the problem. I think it tore something else in there, and I'm having a lack of blood flow to that thumb.
It could
That
be.
sound
It
weird,
could
but because
It-
I ain't did nothing to the thumb. Bro.
It don't sound
And it's
weird.
not working.
It don't sound weird. Let me tell you why. Because for the better part of, no exaggeration, and this is how hard headed I am. It had to be the better part of probably 7 to 10 years. I didn't have full range of motion in my left arm. I did not have full, like, I couldn't, like, if I got here, I could get here, I couldn't raise it here. I couldn't go out to here. I couldn't, like, rate, like, it just, I didn't have the strength. My whole time I'm thinking, man, like, I got a torn rotator cuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I thought it was. Torn, I just kept telling myself, it's a baseball injury. Torn rotator cuff, torn rotator cuff, torn rotator cuff. Eventually, I went to the orthopedist. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I give you a steroid shot. We'll see how you feel. Cool. Steroid shot made me feel like a brand new man. Great. It lasted about a year and a half. I went back. I was like, Doc, I need another shot. Shot me up real quick.
You got Nissan then.
Yeah. Shot me up real quick. Cool. This one lasted about 8 months. I went back again. He said, man, listen. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I understand, you know what I'm saying, you're in a high risk field, you know, yada, yada, yada. I need to recommend that we at least take an MRI.
That's what I see. I ain't had an MRI yet.
He said I gotta recommend that we take at least an MRI because the steroid shots seem to be getting weaker, and it can't be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If we think it's that. What had the MRI, bro? Whole time I'm thinking it's my rotator cuff, right? I forget what the anterior lat, whatever it is. I had 6 tears in my bicep. I basically had holes in my bicep that weren't healing. And on top of which is why I ended up initially started seeing a chiropractor, I had 3 pinched nerves between my C2 and C5 vertebrae, which were pinching a nerve that wouldn't allow me to raise my damn arm.
Which make all the sense in the world.
So it was the lack of motion and me only moving in certain sections, then trying to move it, that tore the muscle. But it was a nerve that I had pinched that wouldn't allow. So like all the stuff that I do now and I have been doing for probably like the last 2-3 years just for maintenance of my body, all came from that one simple thing. But an MRI showed me that, bro. I get it.
I gotta go fishing in the morning.
Let me tell you something.
But I don't think what tomorrow is.
Tomorrow, Thursday.
Wednesday.
Let me break you
I
for a
think
second.
I might go to the hospital Thursday.
Let me break you on something though. You see how your thumb swelling? Cause your thumb is swollen. See how your thumb swelling? You saying that it could be something simple, but it could be something major.
Facts.
It could be a blood clot. So a blood clot restrict the blood to this finger, causing this finger to swell, and that's major. Yeah, if they move, it kills you. You feel me? So like, don't play with nothing like that. I'm gonna tell you about something that happened.
Today Wednesday. No, they
Tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Today Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna go fish tomorrow because I need the content. But Thursday I'm gonna call my
You gotta
lawyer.
eat content.
I do, bro. Right? Yeah. I gotta be on it, man. Look right here. Cleaning on my nail. It hurt all the way up through here. That's
So
crazy.
listen to me. I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me
I'm gonna
recently.
go Thursday. I'm gonna call my lawyer and see if they're gonna pay for it again though.
Let me tell you something that happened to me recently, bro. So I went to my doctor. I've been going to the doctor for years since COVID, and they told me I had something called lightning strike headaches.
Never heard of it.
It's called lightning strike headaches, thunder headaches. They call them two things. Where like it lasts for like 15 to 20 to 30 seconds, but it's like a sharp pain shoot through your head. It feel like you having like major brain problems, right?
Yeah.
And
So I had that today. It felt like a brain freeze, but I ain't had nothing out there.
Yeah.
Which I thought was weird because I don't have that.
it hurt real bad. It's just like it's like a sharp pain through your head. But bro, I'm gonna tell you, I've been having a light headache. I've never had headaches before, but I've never been headache heavy. I started having light headaches, and this bathroom. I started having light headaches about like 2 weeks ago. My headaches started becoming light. Started having light headaches every day. But about a month ago, I was on my way. Crazy thing in the world, bro. I was on my way to the liquor store, bro. And it's hereditary. My family have like irregular heartbeats. That's why I tell you my rhythm get off. So it's hereditary in my family. They know it. Every doctor in my family knows it. That hey, look, this family has a weird rhythm that it happened,
Right.
and it take your breath away from you.
Yeah.
But it don't last long. But this time it happened, and it kind of went away. But then when I got out my Jeep, I walked into the liquor store, and it started up again, kept going. But by the time I sat back down in my Jeep, bro, I had sweat wiped across my forehead. To the point where I called my mom. I was like, "Hey, mom, how you doing?" Right? Didn't even tell her I was feeling bad. 'Cause I ain't trying to worry my mom. But I just like, "Hey, mom, how you doing?" You know, so I just want to be on the phone with somebody.
Yeah.
And I kind of like told her, I ain't feeling the greatest. You know, I just went out to the store, I'm sweating. I ain't feeling the greatest, but I think I'm fine. Whatever. Still made her worry a little bit, but like,
Right.
I didn't want to give her the worry that I
Yeah,
was feeling.
yeah.
You feel me? The
That
worry
makes
I was
sense.
feeling was crazy. Was like, bro, I ain't never felt nothing like that before. And like, that's the stuff that you have to
Careful with it.
be careful with.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. Like even me, right? And I'm a component of going to the doctor, and I hate going to the doctor, but I still go. You know what I'm saying? I still make my business go and get, you know what I'm saying, checked up and figure out what's going on, bro. But like, bro, tomorrow ain't promised for nobody. Tomorrow ain't promised for nobody, bro. You be in great health.
You right?
You be in perfect health, and not wake up one morning. And that's just what it is.
When it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah, bro. So, for
Bro,
the message for the people out there is,
I ain't gonna say no name, but this it did touch me to some degree. Somebody I know, mother, is in a real bad position right now. So they was at the hospital with their mother, and been stuck there because mother been in and out of transplants and machine. What they call a machine that keep you alive?
Like a defib. Not like
like
a
You know what I'm talking about? The one
Yeah.
that been cut off, you die.
uh,
That type of stuff, right?
ventilator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she called her husband and say, "Hey, bring me some to eat up here. I'm stuck with my mom." So the husband, he like, "Man." He said, "Yeah, all right, babe. Let me run and grab and whatnot. I'm on the way." He get there, knock on the door. They said, "Come in." He opened it and fall dead. Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Massive heart attack. Not even stress. Ain't his mama.
That's crazy.
It just happened right here, my man.
That happened with my uncle. He was in the yard working with his son and fell off a ladder in the yard. Had a massive heart attack. And my uncle took care of himself. He ain't never smoked. He barely drank. You know what I'm saying? He had lost weight. Like, he was active. You know what I'm saying? Like, playing tennis, doing little stuff like that. And I think that, like, when you talk about, like, mortality, that's the only thing that get me. And that's why I spend so much time, like, now, especially now, trying to make changes to, like, do stuff better for my health. Because, like me and my family don't age well. And that's the only thing that kind of scares me. You got to look at your own mortality. My grandfather is the only living. Well, my dad's dad lived to be in his 90s, but like my mom's dad was 63. My daddy was 56. My mom was 51. I'm 41. I got stuff to do.
Hey, look, and I'm their age.
I got stuff to do.
I'm
You know
gonna
what
tell you what's
So like,
crazy. Right, longevity running my family crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I have the if you look at a family tree,
yeah,
I have the picture of of longevity.
that's what's
right?
up.
Like I have the picture of it. I'm petrified of my health. Like, bro, I'm 38 years old and I'm scared of my health. And I have bro, my daddy is 70.
Yeah,
My mom is 68 and perfectly fine. My friend is 70. My
Still
grandmother,
mind blowing. You need to see it on Fruity, bro.
my grandmother's 100. My
If
grand-
Aunt Fruity really put her shit together, she can pay it for her 30s.
My grandfather was 85 when he died. My uncle Boo is 75.
that's what's up.
My uncle Clyde was probably 78, 79 when he died, and he was a little rougher on his body. You feel me? Bro, longevity is real in my
How you skip the realest one in your family?
Excuse me.
Who?
I literally just did 100 birthday party.
I seen her.
Don't think you said it.
He did.
Oh yeah. I literally just did 100 birthday party.
What?
And she made the announcement. She's in her right mind and still handling her business, still on her own.
Bro, she about to be 101. What are you
Real
talking
gangster. Real gangster.
What you talking about? She about to be 101.
It's funny that you. Well, I don't want to cut what we was talking about, but I think it's wild that we kind of segued into that because I got something I want to run past y'all, and this will be something for our audience to listen to too, man. Y'all heard about the 75-year-old in Fort Wayne, Indiana? So a 75-year-old woman kind of got the internet divided. She was 75. Went inside to complain about her Tim Hortons coffee. She went to go get some coffee from Tim Hortons. It's a restaurant.
I know.
We don't have it in the South.
So
but,
I traveled the country
for sure.
recently, and Tim Hortons everywhere. I've never walked into one because I was like, "That's why it's
I got you. So this lady, she goes in and complains about some coffee. The 75-year-old becomes the aggressor in the situation. Pushes a teenage employee. Punches her in the face. Her nose started bleeding, so she defended herself. The 75-year-old woman go to the ground. She don't she ain't beating her, you know what I'm saying, like kicking her, but like getting like a little tussle. She passed out and died.
The 75-year-old?
No charges filed because there's surveillance footage. No charges filed on the worker because the 75-year-old was the aggressor. And somebody was like, man, but she's 75, even if she started like, you could have walked away. But then when they did the autopsy, there was no trauma, no physical trauma to the body that could have caused her death. They think it was due to stress, elevated heart rate, stuff like that. Basically putting herself into a situation. What would you do in a situation like that?
If a 75-year-old punch me above my nose,
yes.
slap the shit out of them. I'm telling you, bro. I ain't good at that, bro. I'm not good.
So,
I ain't bullet, bro.
I'm with you.
I hate bullets, bro.
So I'm with you on that because I think like, so you gotta understand, bro. In real life,
I can't get it. One, I ain't get another one.
You want caffeine?
I slap shit out of one.
Caffeine?
Yeah.
So, just real quick, and let Dream. I'm gonna give it back to Dream.
I'm done.
I don't want to jack too hard.
You ain't incriminating me.
But like, bro, 75 is still an able-bodied age. I know a ton of 75-year-olds is able-bodied.
And that was the thing too. A lot of people said they was like, when we think about 75, we think about frail and barely getting around.
And you don't become frail till you get into like your late 80s, early 90s.
Not really. This is how you take
It is how you take care of yourself, bro. I know more able-bodied 75-year-olds than frail 75-year-olds. Me personally.
Yeah.
I know more able-bodied 75-year-olds, right? And if you're a shitty person, man, then you're a shitty person.
Fact. That's how I feel. You can be 90 in a wheelchair and pull up on me and spit in my face. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know what's up.
I do.
You so stupid. What?
I know.
See, that's why I ain't like. So this is what like they connect. This is the Buck Dream Connect. This is the Eternity Dream Connect, right?
What I'm saying.
No.
Unless you mentally slow or disabled, right?
Yeah.
They're the only people that I try not to ever do nothing to.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
I see that you have a mental capacity of a rabbit, then I'm gonna try to do. Hey, y'all better get straight, motherfucker, man.
So Dream, hold on. Let me tell you why. This is the Eternity Dream Connect. Because if you 95 years old and you spit in my face and I know you able-minded and able-bodied, I'm gonna fight like hell getting out of there.
I'm not. I'm pushing.
Bro, you gonna see Usain Bolt run away from you because the body of me wants to like, cause I ain't Jesus. I can't turn the other cheek. But
Try Jesus.
don't try me. I'm gonna run like hell. You feel me?
Why you gonna run?
Bro, because I just, bro, I can't. Me personally, I can't do it. Bro, I can't do it to a 50-year-old, bro.
Shit, I'm a 50-year-old.
You're not 50 yet.
Listen.
But bro, when you
listen.
50-year-old, you get it.
I can't do it yet, bro.
I can cuss a 50-year-old out. Real bad.
No. See, here's the thing, because everybody think like when you talk about retaliation, they immediately think about like physical. Like you gotta be physically aggressive. I will be the king of minor inconveniences for these people. You spit on me, I'm gonna spit back. But then I'm gonna lift you out your chair. And I'm just gonna sit you somewhere. And you're gonna kick and you're gonna scream and you're gonna do whatever. I'm gonna put you here in this chair, real nice and calm as much as I can. And then I'm just gonna tighten up the chair and I'm gonna move it to the other side of the room. Then I'm gonna walk away. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the type of stuff I'm gonna do.
So see, I want to slap.
Yeah, why?
I want to. No, not you.
Oh, I was like, what I do?
Not you. But I want to slap you because I feel like slapping is like the most harmful but least harmful thing you can do to a person.
Yeah.
Most people don't die from a hand slap.
You right.
So I want to slap you, but like
I just say that.
But you watch Power Slap?
Look, yes. Story. I had my road map broke down the interstate one time. And I called my cousin, hey, man, look at my road map. You know how my road map looked. We had the red TVs, and everybody knew it was a big Dream Mobile, and it was hot. And I knew I had a lot of hate. Go get my car. He ain't gonna get it when he's supposed to. He left it late that night. By that time, somebody broke in and stole stuff out of it. I ended up tracking the dude, and then wasn't even on no theft shit. It was on hater shit. Because I fucking with this shit from New Orleans that he liked. You know what I mean?
He oversharing again.
Yeah. So I finally found out who the dude is, track him down. You know what I'm saying? Go to his job. And I'm trying to get him at a job. You know, he works Swift. You know, I'm stepping down on this Swift.
Nah, he gave the city in town in the state. I know you don't know what stuff is, but niggas know what stuff is.
So then, you know, the police get involved. You know what I mean? And the police was like, you know.
Is statute of limitations up before you finish the story?
Yeah, everything I would say happened in the police station. So they ended up calling the police on me in Swift or whatnot. So I said, you know, I'm gonna go to the police station because I ain't running from nothing. You know, they do rob me. You know what I mean? Go to the police station. And as I'm walking out of the police station, he walking in. I say, I got a decision tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm let the police do their job, or I can do mine. So I stood down, and I said, watch that. He said, man, I ain't got nothing to say to you. I'm already at the police station. And I said, you know what? I'm going to slap shit out of him. Because, I mean, it ain't meant for harm. You know what I mean? It's just to show love, don't play with me.
Like, that one saying the stop is legit. I mean, it could be detrimental, but for the most part, it's just disrespectful.
Yeah. I slapped the kid, man, blood squirted out top of my car.
That's what I'm about to say. Like,
I'm
boy,
going to say it
you smacked somebody pretty hard.
Man, I slapped the blood squirted. I said, oh my God.
My bad.
I'm going to jail. He went to run toward the car where the guns at, so I run to the car with him. You want me to get in there and get it? You ain't get it. By the time the police run out, the police said, oh shit. That's the defendant. That's who robbed him. You know what I'm saying? This is separating him. I'm like, oh, man. So, I walk back in. I'm trying to play calm. I start my snack shitting. You know, this sounds crazy. Y'all know I can't make nothing up this weird. You know? I grab me a bag of chips and a drink. And they be like, hey, you know, you been to jail? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get this snack for it. They put me in the very last office. They put me in the first office. They leave me there about 15, 20 minutes by myself. And then every police in the county come in the room with me at the same time and surround me. And I look like that, I say, y'all been trying to whoop me up. Whoop me up, do. Yeah. If we gonna do this, we gonna do it. We locked in the room. They built some no guns and no nothing. So I figured they came to fight.
They can't fight.
I went back in the wall. So I'm going more further. And then they just started laughing. Man, what the hell is going on here? Man, that dude beat his girl up all the time. We might have 100 times here in the county. I'm gonna ask him about slap shit out. I'm like, so I ain't going to jail. They're like, no, man. Even if you press charge, we're gonna throw it away. I'm like, my point is that a slap sometimes can be terrible.
Yeah.
You know what's
He
crazy?
still got that hole right
I know
here.
what you talking about now.
Yeah, you know.
I know what you're talking about now.
When you said that last part, like,
That's
oh, I know
not
what you're talking about.
That's crazy.
Man, that's not the little man. Wait a minute, I ain't think hard, man. Cut him wide open, bro. I said, oh my God. So not all the time.
But you know the one thing about a slap too, it's so instant.
Hey, bro.
It is.
It's like it's an automatic reaction. It's like ha.
Yeah.
It's quick.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. You gonna live?
You touched the part of me that shouldn't have been touched. And I touched the
So
part
now I
of
gotta
you
touch you.
that I didn't mean to
Yeah,
touch.
My bad.
And now we here.
Yeah. And then after that, man, I ended up having to fix shit. Cause I only got back when he had with him. Then he didn't give me the that's how I slapped him. Nah, respect. I shouldn't have slapped him. I should have
Man.
let him pull him in with You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you gotta make better decisions. Especially slapping people at police stations.
You say, bro, I ain't nothing like a good slide over.
You know what nigga slapped?
Who that?
Donald Trump.
I don't know if we can say that. I mean, he's still the president.
Still need a good slapping, man. First off, the man went to China. Y'all see that?
Yeah, we seen
You
it.
seen that?
He only took billionaires with him. Not one politician, man.
Bro, and then he was over there begging.
Bro, this dude is off the chain,
He was over
man.
there begging, bro.
He did all that talking about China. I think it's nasty and filthy and crazy and bad, and I'm gonna tariff them 1,000%. And he go right over there and they have a party with a lot of young girls with cheerleader things and
And
stuff.
got straight to begging.
Bro, this
He's like, bro, we got the video chips. And he was like, nah, we got our own shit.
I don't know, man.
But you know they did not decide, like, bro, we got nothing from that visit. Absolutely zero from that visit. Zero.
When I said it, don't be offended because I'm from America. But the Chinese is 1.5 times smarter than we are here in America. The actual school is 1.5 times smarter than we are. That's what I said. So they said we go to school 9 months, they go to school the same grade a year and a half. Year over the same thing, something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, you ain't gotta say that, bro. It's more people in China that know English than there is in the U.S.
Which is insane.
That's a crazy thing to say, bro.
That's insane. Bro, if we compare Chinese leadership to American leadership at this moment right now,
Right.
we are losing terribly. How many countries is there in the world?
A lot.
Way more than we can count.
But we are the last one in smart presidents.
We ain't the last, bro.
We the last place, bro. I promise you. We the last place.
There are 195 recognized countries in the world. 193 member states of the United Nations, 2 non-member observer states, the Holy See, which is Vatican City, and the state of Palestine.
We are 196 in smart presidents.
We doing good. We don't look good right now.
I promise you, man. We are 196. Man, this man has put together a $1.7 billion tax thing to pay the people who broke in the White House.
So it's a little deeper than that. He first sued the DOJ for $10 billion, and then yesterday he dropped the suit to only announce that they're taking 1.7 for relief. For reparations.
So we talking
For
about
reparations.
DOJ.
That's what it is.
Who's over the deal with that in the United States?
The government.
President.
Yeah.
So he's suing.
I'll say it. Bruh. He's giving reparations to his people.
To literally the Proud Boys.
Reparations, bruh.
And at the same time, the people in the South are taking all the black folks out of politics.
They trying to.
Currently, they're fighting bro, first off, I mean this wholeheartedly, and I'm not political. Y'all know this. If y'all been watching our show for a little while, y'all know I'm not political. But I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Fuck Clarence. Sorry, Mom. Clarence. Supreme Justice Clarence Thomas. He is the black Supreme Court Justice who voted, who's a what's the word I'm looking for?
Staunch Republican.
Staunch Republican who has voted for everything. He was the decision maker in Roe v. Wade. He was the decision maker in this reform they just did on the Voters' Right Act. He's been the decision maker for all that. He is a black man, and he's not a young black man. He's an older black man.
You don't know he's black.
Bro, he is Uncle Ruckus.
He ain't never had to.
He's Uncle Ruckus.
He's never had to. He's never had to fight. I ain't gonna say he ain't never had to fight, but
you know the sad part about people like that, they have, and they get in a position where other people say, "Hey, look,
You one of us.
you one of us. You ain't gotta fight no more. As long as you do everything we tell you to do, regardless of the
And you
consequences."
that's a
forget.
good way to frame it.
And you forget the faults you had. Bro, he didn't get an easy education, bro. There's no way you could tell me that he easily became a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, that's my point.
There's no way you could tell me he had an easy route there.
Yeah, you're right.
And yet he still is betraying the 17% of the country.
It's a lot of people, and like, okay, so and I'll say it like this. You got a lot of people who, and when I say the hood, I ain't talking about like the literal hood, but you got a lot of people who come from places that forget they come from them places.
Can't
And
wait to get it.
yeah, and I don't get it.
Bro, it's so hurtful to know that he's sitting there proud with a smile on his face.
Like, why wouldn't you want
Like-
to be the catalyst that fights to help the people that come from the type of situation you come from? Why wouldn't you want to be that catalyst to help inspire that change?
Because we've been taught that if we are not here, when I said if we ain't us, if we allow you to make it here, feel blessed. Don't reach back. What we do, we cut your hands off.
Bro, it's embarrassing, dog. It's really embarrassing, bro. To know that all the southern states is getting redrawn right now. For no black representation.
This is crazy.
Bro, Shamar, what's his name? Figures? They just got elected.
Yeah,
That's my classmate.
yeah.
We're finna be out of the seat, bro.
And his mom is Vivian Figures,
Yeah.
who's been in politics but even before his father. I mean, after his father. You know what I'm saying? Like, his whole family, man, have played a role in the fabric of Americana, if I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that it is. It's
He's gonna
crazy.
be out of a seat, bro.
It's crazy we can have this conversation.
Yeah.
He's gonna be out of a
2026.
Yeah, he's gonna be out of a seat that he just won.
Yeah.
Less
In
than
November.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I was been saying like, yeah.
He's gonna be out of a seat because they said that we can redraw this district, and now your seat has been eliminated.
Yep.
Bro, we're looking at, I don't really want to say it like this, but it is what it is. We're looking at Jim Crow 2.0.
No, they saying it.
Somebody said that?
Gavin Newsom said it.
They've been talking about it for a while.
I ain't nobody said
What
that.
the Gavin
The governor
Newsom
of
said?
California.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said it.
Jim
This is
Crow
Jim Crow
2.0.
2.0.
Somebody actually said 2.0.
Yes, Governor Gavin Newsom from
That's
California
funny.
said
I
this
never
is
heard
Jim
about
Crow
that. I
2.0.
literally just made that up while I was talking.
Bruh, this is Jim Crow 2.0, bro.
The downside to it is this. Niggas ain't going that shit no more, fam. We got money and guns now, man. Oh, it sounds weird and ain't nothing more I want to talk about. But, bro, I'm not, bro, I ain't gonna say nigga. I'm gonna say nigga. Bro, I can't take it so much. You know. Well, I black out and do something stupid. You know what I'm saying?
You wasted your slap on the wrong person.
I got a lot more of them.
You wasted your last slap on the wrong person.
They ain't my last. I'm just getting started.
I can high five you because it ain't my life.
I had to high five my right hand too, because my left one, all this is dead. You know what I mean? But no, man, I know, man. Listen, bro, and I'm going to be fair and humorous to everybody because I ain't racist. But you going to give it back? Or am I trying to take it?
the problem is you can't take it by yourself, bro.
I can take from that one person though.
But you know what? Like even today's so you know we had we had voting primary in Mobile today. You know what I mean? And like without getting too deep into it, because like you said, we don't really, we try not to. But for people who don't know, the Republican pick for the state of Alabama for governor is Tommy Tuberville.
I just was telling him that earlier.
Who is not a resident of Alabama. He lives in Florida. Yet 77,000 people today voted for him to be the primary candidate for their party for the governor of Alabama. A man who don't have no interest in the state of Alabama because he don't even live here, got 77,000 votes against the two people he was running against. Because you know what people in Alabama love? God and football. In the Democratic Party, we had about 5 or 6 candidates.
Doug Jones is going to come out.
And for the most part, Doug Jones is the most recognizable name on that ballot.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. There were other people who were talking. They had great platforms, great.
Doug Jones is mainstay.
But that's why he. And that's kind of it. Doug Jones is like the safe. Like if anybody was gonna have an opportunity to go up against Tommy Tuberville,
it's Doug Jones.
It's Doug Jones.
Yeah,
and people know that. But 4,000 people voted for one particular candidate. I ain't here to speak on how people vote. You vote how you vote. Your opinion is your opinion. You own that right. Vote how you choose to vote. But come on, cuz. It's let's be real about this for a second. This is not the time to play games politically at all. If you don't know, you need to educate yourself. If you do know or you think you know, make sure you do the research that you say you're doing before you begin to back a candidate. Maybe people voted because they thought it would be funny. Maybe people really felt like the message was going to be there. But 43,000 people. It's like when you know the game plan, you kind of stick with the game plan because even though I don't like the game plan, this is what we need to do to win. And I know a couple people that did vote that way.
For Tommy?
No. For one of the other candidates that was running against Doug Jones. And
you gotta take kind of know who you're talking about, but you gotta.
The cousin preacher?
Yes.
Because he was
4,000 people. His name is Jamel Brown. 4,000 people voted for Jamel Brown.
Yep.
I just want to understand the why. You want to hear the craziest part about all of it? He was just here. You want to hear the craziest part out of all of it? If you want my opinion, it feels like the Orange Playbook.
Facts. Exactly what it is.
Because shock factor, not only let's split the votes, but it's the shock factor and like if they can do it, we can do it. No. Right now, We can't.
You can't do it. Not at all right now.
You know what I mean?
It's like the time to be playing games.
It ain't the time to play games. And like, I heard some of the stuff that he talked about. I felt like if he'd have taken his campaign more seriously, he probably would have been received more seriously. And that's just my opinion. But you're a pastor, you running for governor, you posting pictures on social media that don't make you look becoming of a pastor, much less somebody running for a political office.
Right.
Like,
and 4,000 people still decide to vote for you.
I just want to know the why. I want to know the why.
You took time out your day to go to a polling booth and cast your vote. But mind you, when primaries come, when the actual election come in November, those same 4,000 people won't take the time to go and make the vote that matters.
Here's the even scarier part. If you look at the numbers of people who came out to vote today, you can add all of them up and they don't equal the 77,000 people that voted for Tommy Tuberville.
So that's what I was finna say. I was going to let you get that done. But like 77,000 votes for Tommy Tuberville means that he already won the governor election in Alabama.
At this point.
It already means he already won. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Now mind you, brother, I don't give a damn what you is, but Tommy Tuberville has been I don't want to say convicted because that could be slander. He has been accused of underage shit.
That's the reason he's endorsed by the president.
He has been accused of a lot of shit. Allegedly accused of a lot of shit. Bad stuff. And it's not something I'm making up. You can look it up. Yeah. He got some bad stuff on his record. I ain't gonna say he been convicted of nothing because I don't know the facts and I ain't got the facts in front of me. And we'll have somebody here soon that can speak to those facts. But that in itself is insane that 77,000 Alabamians feel that it was right. Now, mind you, we are in a state that's divided. We're at Alabama-Auburn State. We're in a divided state. You bet your ass that Alabama fans, stop hardcore Alabama fans is voting for Tommy Tuberville today.
Bro. I just looked, so they refresh this every 2 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. Guess what the new numbers are?
I'm listening.
It was 3 people on a ballot. Mm-hmm. I can't even, Santavasi, I'm assuming Will Santavasi, 23,441 votes, 5% of the total vote. Ken McFeeters got 45,026 votes. That was 9.6%. Tommy Tuberville has 399,921 votes. It's 85.4%.
Which is unbelievable.
That is insane to think about. The 77,000 was just, we talking area. You know what I'm saying?
That's unbelievable.
Doug Jones had 262,404 total votes today.
Which is strong.
It's strong.
But not enough.
It's not enough.
Not enough.
I'm still looking at the numbers for the total, for the state. And if I'm ballparking it, it's still not it ain't almost 400,000 votes. It ain't almost 400,000 votes.
It's rough, man. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. I bet we live in Alabama, baby.
We live in Alabama. That's
Status
for sure.
quo is real. Status quo is real.
Yeah, what it is, man.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. It can no longer be. It is what it is. Some's got to give.
Now you know what it takes for it to give, man. Is, bro, we seen something historic happen in 2008, bro. Where we convinced people to go out and vote. and it was a real thing when Obama got elected. We need that statewide, not just our statewide, but every statewide.
Yeah.
And bro, even with that being said, like I'm not like I don't have a party, so I don't want anybody to think that I'm picking a side. I'm anti Tommy Tuberville. I will never vote for Tommy Tuberville. He's a horrible person. But that's my state election. Well, I'm talking about Georgia, Louisiana, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, Texas, Oklahoma. I'm talking about those states where it matters. Florida, where it matters. Where it is the numbers that could vote for somebody that's a decent human. Somebody that cares about what's going on in the world. In those states, we need representation. We need more people telling people to go out and vote. Man, I got friends that's never voted, bro. In their 40s. I got friends in their 40s that's never voted. Ever.
I voted in every election I've been eligible to vote in.
Me too.
I don't take it for granted, man.
I mean, my ancestors fought for it, bro.
That's it.
My ancestors fought for it. Whether it matter or not, I don't know if it matters or not. But everyone I get to vote in,
it matters. You want me to tell you why it matters? Because if it didn't matter, they wouldn't be doing what they're trying to do to this amendment in the first place.
True story. True story.
That's exactly why it matters.
True story.
That is exactly why it matters. Man.
Yeah.
What else you got, bro?
Got a word for us, man?
Yeah, man, I do actually. Our quote of the week says you can't separate peace from freedom because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. That's Malcolm X.
That's a fact. This has been the South Got Something to Say, episode 259. People, let y'all voice be heard. For whatever side that your voice is being heard on, let your voice be heard. Because if not, we'll cease to exist. South Got Something to Say, episode 259. We out.
Peace.